right here. So there's this stuff that happened this week I want to share with you guys on GBPUSD. This is my chart on GBPUSD. So I think I need to switch to a clear chart so that you can understand what just happened this week over here. So let me go to another chart, GBPUSD. Let's go to a clean chart, capital.com. Okay, this is a clean chart on GBPUSD. So watch out, this is price action that I'm trading. So let's bring our trend line first. So this is our trend line. As you can see, it's a perfect trend line. There's a touch, 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 and here equally. So this is this 4-hour time frame. We can equally see another trend line that is coming down from over here, over the top, down to the downside. One thing about trend line is that they don't need to touch everything, but you also don't need to force it. You understand? So what happened here is that last time I was telling you guys to watch out that there could be a change of character here. As you can see, price just broke out this level. Let me show you. Price just broke out this level. As you can see that rejection, then a retest over here before you see a push to the downside. So when I told you last week about this, the price was around here. The price was around here. So what really happened here was that price came to give us two double top before this slash to the downside. You know, we saw up to 100 pips, 100 pips to the downside, 112 pips. So you gotta be a swing trader to catch all this move. So this week also we are going to see a more trend to the downside. We see a breakout to this level first. We see a breakout to this level first. Price will definitely come to this point, maybe come down again. So price will definitely come down again before it gives us a retest over here, or it touches the trend line before we see the down to downside. So that is simple price action, because price have showed us that. As you can see, price came here to retest this exact point. Look at that, this exact point before we see trend to the downside. So price will definitely come down, retest this point, or retest the trend line before we see a continuous move to the downside. But that is not the only confluence you need. You equally need psychological levels so that you enter in exact point that price can move to the downside. So you have a more accurate confluence. You know, nothing is foolproof, but a better confluence. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So guys, I've done a video about these psychological levels, so go watch it on my YouTube page. So what we're gonna see is, you know, there are often bounces on the trend lines, I mean on psychological levels. So psychological level is one confluence, trend line is one confluence, and candlestick patterns. So these three things is something you need to know if you must trade. So have confluences, have points that when it gets to this point, I'm taking action, I'm doing this or that. You see how they are bouncing off this level. You see how they are bouncing off this level. So we'll see a spike to the downside to break this level, come down a bit, retest here, or retest the trend line before we see a lash to the downside. So that is it guys for this video. I don't want it to reach 5 minutes, so see you next week when things play out. Bye. Subscribe.